Hi there, alright. I'm doing another video. It's going to be a bit wobbly and stuff like that because I'm just showing. Well, this is mainly for a guy called Brettbadly. I don't know if anyone's seen him. He's on YouTube at the moment and stuff like that. So let's just zoom out and I'll show you what I've got in mind. He was asking about videos and how you overdub and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you what I use. So program is vids 2.61, and what it is a freeware overdubbing program, so you can basically put in new sounds and things like that onto videos. So what you would do is, well, this is what I do on some of my videos, not all of them, and not any of my recent ones, but you would have a video, you would open up your video and, you know, choose video from the list. So if I go on my YouTube, so like if I pick this video, that then converts that. I've already uploaded this, but that then converts that into, so you can change it, you know, you can obviously change it to different outputs and things like that, so, you know, whatever you want to do. But if you want to add audio to it, you would go to audio, select track. From here you can add up to 4 tracks of audio, and all you would do is add audio track, and then you can choose like MP3s and, you know, WAVs and that kind of thing. So one of the problems that Brettbadly's suggesting to me that he's got at the moment is he's got kind of weak audio from his camcorder. So the suggestion that I was going to make to him was to do some kind of, like, if he was going to do a gameplay or if he was going to do something like that, to do the gameplay but then overdub it with his own voice using maybe the recorder off his phone or something like that. So I'll put this here. So that's what I was thinking anyway. But I mean, what I would do for you, mate, is, what I would suggest you do is use a vids. I'm presuming you've got a microphone on your computer. If you have there's a program called Audacity. Let me just see if, because I'm sure I've got that somewhere. Audacity or Audacity, something like that. Audacity. Audacity. Anyway, if you get that program, what you can do is you can actually record things, record sound, and you can actually change the quality of the sound, make it a little bit more, you know, make it a little bit stronger and a bit better quality and stuff like that. You can, and then what you can do is you can overdub that over the existing video, or you could have like maybe some background noise, something like that. And you know, like, so like you're filming your footage normally, and then you could just literally put your sound, your voice or whatever over the top of it. So there's loads of things you can do. Very straightforward stuff. Consider what you're going to do, mate, because like with me and stuff like that, I do gameplays. So you're watching a gameplay, but then on some of my vids I did overdubbing, where I just literally looked at what I'd done and then just talked about it. But it depends on what you want to do. For example, if you wanted to show off your game collection, what you could do is you could just move your camera around your collection like that, and then talk over that. So you could look back at the footage and go, oh, well, that was this and that is that, and talk over it, and then put that over it using a vids. A vids is the freeware. I mean, there are better versions, more easy to use versions of software like that, but I use a Vidimux because it's free, and I only really do one or two things with it anyway, so I don't necessarily need a really powerful tool. I just need a tool that gives me the basics. In terms of my microphone, I don't actually have a microphone for my PC. What I actually use is the voice recorder on my phone. So what I'll do is I'll speak into my phone, all the rest of it, and then overdub that. So, but what I found is that the speaker on my old camera is not brilliant, but it's good enough. Maybe people might have to turn up the sound a little bit on their speakers or whatever, but it isn't horrific. So my suggestion to you, mate, is use a combination of Audacity and your microphone, so speak into it, and what you can do is you can do all kinds of cool things to make it sound really cool, and then use a Vidimux to sort of overdub it and drop it in on top. You could do things like, for example, drop a song on top of the video. So for example, if you was doing a game collection video, what you could do is you could have maybe a song of like a game, maybe your favourite game, and keep that sound very low, so it's just in the background. You know, like on some people's videos you've got music going on in the background, but it's very quiet, and then have your voice, which is a little bit higher in terms of volume, because you can change the volume on it and stuff like that. You can do all kinds of cool things like that. And then obviously just have the original audio on there as well. But it's entirely up to you. You can actually turn off the audio. So what I did on some of them, what I did, for example, on my 3DO vids, or my soccer kid vid, was, for example, basically what I did was I took off the sound, the original sound, which was a bit naff, and then I just overdubbed it with my sound. So there's no actual sound at all there. It was just me talking over it. I think I did the same thing with the Wolf 3D video on the 3DO as well. So there's lots of things you can do, mate, so it's just up to you what you fancy doing. It's just a question of, what I would suggest to do is just take your footage and just go and do your footage and stuff like that, and then just do your overdubbing at your leisure kind of thing. That might be the easiest thing on you. I don't know, mate. It's entirely up to you. It depends how far you want to go. I've noticed that your videos visually are very good because you put loads of cool shit in there, like, you know, from Windows Movie Player or whatever. So I know that, you know, I know that you do cool things with it and stuff like that. The sound, I mean, in fairness, mate, to you, your sound is real quiet when you're looking at the camera or whatever. So, as I say, if you don't necessarily want to do videos where you're looking at the camera and talking, you like talkie type videos, then do maybe do some kind of overdub or something where, like, maybe you've got lots of imagery on the video and it's just you talking. If you ever watch LGR, you know, like if you watch LGR plays and LGR videos and stuff like that, he does a wrap-up video, and the wrap-up video is just an image showing different things and him talking over it. And if you notice on some of his footage, he actually slows the video down in certain aspects and changes the pace of the video so that it adapts to his talking. So there's lots of things you can do. It just depends how far you want to go. I mean, I've got a reasonable understanding of things and stuff like that, but it's a case of what do I want to get across to people, and what I really basically want to get across is what I like about games, what I'm enjoying about games, all that kind of thing. So, I mean, from your point of view, mate, if I don't know, maybe keep it simple. I don't know, maybe I'm not the best person to ask, but I figured I'd do this video just to sort of show you that it is dead easy to get whatever you want to get. Especially nowadays, you can just grab a program and it does it all for you. With regards to my footage, I use Biggersoft video converter. What that does is allow me to crop and trim videos and do all kinds of cool stuff like that. And it also lets me convert them into any other image, any other style that I want. So I can make them into high def, low def, whatever, and I can do whatever I want really. in that sense. It's not a fully fledged editing suite like, for example, Sony Vegas Pro, but it is it's good enough for what I need at this moment in time. So there you go, mate. Have a good one. I hope you enjoy your videos. What I want you to do, mate, is, for God's sake, I want more videos from you. I want to see some more content. And there's one thing I want to ask you, mate, as well, if you don't mind, right? On your comments, they're always awaiting uploader approval and all this crap. Don't worry about that. Just get that off, and just have your comments on full. Don't let, you know what I mean? Don't wait for uploader approval, all that pants. Just get your videos on. Just get your your comments. Just get them on there full blast, mate. Because it doesn't, like with me and stuff like that, sometimes I do get maybe a negative or something like that, but it's no big deal. It's something to talk about. It's something to kind of, the whole point of comments is that everybody gets involved in your videos and stuff like that. Don't worry about uploader approval. Gives a toss. Do you know what I mean? Just get it on there, mate, and let other people see it. So I hope you understand. Don't think I'm criticising you, mate, or nothing like that. It's just, from my point of view, I'm always thinking to myself, obviously, the whole point of the video is for getting other people involved and to get them in the comments and stuff like that. I love it when people challenge me on things. I get a real kick out of it myself, because part of the fun of it is that you discover things from each other and stuff like that. So even if someone's been a bit of a neckhead or whatever, it doesn't matter, because you can talk about it, and usually people are really cool about stuff and really receptive, and although they might have a negative, maybe a negative approach, they're not necessarily being negative, if that makes any sense. What I've discovered is there's a few people that have commented on my videos, and once they've discovered that I've got a bit of an understanding of things and I know what I'm on about, kind of thing, they are real easy going. So I just really wanted to do this video, mate, just to let you know that I dig what you're doing at the moment, and although you've had a bit of a hiatus, I hope you come back strongly, because I'd like to see you do something cool with the channel, because I think that you could, truthfully, I think you could eclipse me in terms of subs and stuff like that, because you've got a style which you've got a way about you that on there that I don't necessarily have myself. So it'd be awesome to see you sort of develop, because I'd like to see your videos, and I'd like to see what you think about stuff like that, especially the things that you've done outside of like things like the sweets and other stuff. That's something that I'd say, we're all interested in these kind of things, and maybe we don't realise how interested we are in them. So if you can find stuff like that, that's brilliant. And I've noticed on your last video, you showed a little brief thing of all your collection and stuff like that. You've got an awesome little situation, mate. You've got an awesome little collection, and it'd be awesome just to share that with us, and maybe share your thoughts and feelings about various things like DVDs and videos and stuff like that. I'd like to see more reviews from you, mate, because you've definitely, as we both know, mate, as we all know, you've got a very opinionated attitude towards certain things, mate. So as I say, get on board, mate. I'd love to see more content from you. There you go. Alright, guys, mainly for Brettbadly, that one, but anybody else who might be interested, that's the kind of thing that I do. Basically very straightforward stuff. It's just overdubbing and cropping, the usual stuff, the stuff that you would do on YouTube, basically. I've only recently started getting into that properly. If anyone has seen my videos regularly, they'll know that I started off pretty poor and I kind of developed up. So it's really awesome to be where I am at the moment. I see myself moving up the ladder a little bit more, but I need a few quid to do that. So when the money comes in and I start making some good money, then I'll start looking at getting some better equipment and scaling things up a little bit, because I'd like to be on a par with, for example, Dave Webster. I see him as somebody that, I see him as the next stage up from me, if that makes any sense. Not just because of the subs, but obviously because of the way that he comes across. Obviously he's got the intro, he's got a very definitive style. So it'd be nice to sort of get, although not copy, it'd be nice to get a sort of similar kind of thing going on, similar kind of vibe on my channel, because I see him very much as an inspiration. Steve Benway, I mean, it's like comparing chalk with cheese in a lot of ways, because he is he is the cheesiest cheese, and I'm the chalkiest chalk, if that makes any sense. But Not that he is cheesy, obviously, but you know, I'll quit while I'm behind. But anyway, the point is, he is on a different level to me, and although it's nice to sort of maybe to try and emulate that in some form, I don't think I'm ever going to get to his level, because I think he's reached a stage, not just in his content but in the way he delivers, that is, well, you know, he's going to get the views no matter what. He's reached that plateau now where he's reached that fair sort of milestone where if he uploads a video, he's guaranteed to get a certain amount of views. So that's later on for me. I see that as in the future. For now, it'd be awesome to get 100. But anyway, enough rambling from me. Brettbadly, more from you, mate. I want to see. And maybe here's a little idea for you, Brett, my good man. My suggestion is this: talk about the past. Talk about your experiences as a teenager. Talk about your gaming experiences and stuff like that. I'd like you to do maybe some kind of a series on the times that maybe we had as, you know, as mates earlier, you know, years ago, because I know that me and you used to play Pro Evo to death, and you know, stuff like that. And if you remember, we both had a PSP, mate. We was on Monster Hunter for hours. Do you remember Monster Hunter Freedom? Unbelievable game that was. Me and you, mate, just trying to chase down dinosaurs and shit. That was brilliant, wasn't it? And who could forget our Nightwolf v Sector Mortal Kombat sessions? I mean, mate, we used to play games to death, and that was in our 20s, don't forget. So that wasn't just teenage years, that was 20s as well, mate. So it'd be nice to see to have maybe a retrospective on how you saw those years from your point of view, and be brutal. Tell me, you know, what you thought of it all, because I know that we had some amazing times, but I also know that we had some frustrating times as well, especially you know, discovering things about our gaming collections and about ourselves as people. So it'd be awesome to see what you have to say about that. Let me know what you think, mate. And I'm not going to do this as a video response. I'm going to do it just as something for you to enjoy. Alright, so you can just watch that and see what you think. I don't want to go too much into it because I want you to discover things for yourself, mate, because obviously when you've discovered it, obviously you'll run with it, I'm sure. But yeah, have a good one, mate. See you on the next vid. And to everybody that's jumped on, I really appreciate it. See you in a bit.